All right, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it is a bank holiday. I won't be trading today, but I do want to see how the markets move. I think today's a good day to full pour and eval, not trade funded accounts. Just be honest here. I think if you're gonna trade today, don't trade your main account. Trade something that you could lose, you know? Or if you're gonna risk your, let's just say you have a funded account, I wouldn't risk a crazy amount. I wouldn't risk what you usually risk, you know? I'd keep risk low because honestly, today's not not a good day to trade. All right, I'm trying to find some zones. If I was to trade today, like I don't think my regular strategy would honestly work because I think my strategy requires really good volume, and I'm pretty sure we won't get that today. So again, I'm really just spectating here. You stream on your phone. I mean, I could, but no, I don't. Because I really can't trade on my phone. Like, I could trade on my phone, but I've just had horrible experiences doing that. Ooh, this is a really good 90 zone. 90-minute zone. I think the best way to trade holidays is your best chance is going to be the first 15 minutes. If you place a trade after that, it has to be really good entry and it has to be with the direction of the day. Because I feel like usually with holidays, there is one or two good moves that happen and that's it. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to be trading. I am going to try to predict the market, right? Try to catch a move, but it's not like I'm going to actually place a trade. Especially since I don't have too much drawdown on my main accounts. I definitely want to be extra picky with the trades this week, which is also another reason why I won't be trading today. It's a bank holiday, so it'll most likely be a slow day. Let's see what type of news we have today. It says we have high impact news at 12 p.m. tomorrow. I don't think that's going to move the markets at all. Wednesday, it looks like we have high impact news at 8:30. Thursday, 8:30, 10:30. And then Friday, we have PCE. I don't know, high impact at 8:30 and then 10 a.m. So that's good. I did want to check what type of earnings we had this week. I'm not sure if we have any good earnings. Let's see. Oops. All right, let's see if this loads up. What the heck? Twitter is not working. All right, let's try Instagram. Okay, there we go. What the heck? That was so weird. Um, don't see much. I mean, Walmart might be good. Is Walmart part of US 30? I don't remember. US 30. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Okay, no, it's not. Oh, no, it is. Okay, Walmart is the 24th company in US 30 or YM. So maybe that could move the markets. It'll be Thursday before open, which is good because I do like to trade Thursdays. And then also, I think the best thing to trade on a holiday like today is going to be NASDAQ. I mean, I really don't have too much experience trading on holidays on US 30. Usually, if I look at the markets on a holiday, first of all, I don't trade it. Second of all, I'm literally just looking at them. And what I've seen is just NASDAQ has a bit more volume than US 30. Today, 10K. I don't think so. I'm not making any money from trading today. If I was to trade, I would trade an E valve and like a cheap one. Nothing serious. Two-hour. I like how the markets look though. I think this week would be a good week. Last week was tough. I think last week, like, there was some good setups. They were just kind of hard to catch. Because it was very wiki. I'm glad other people still call it Twitter, not X. It's just weird calling it X, you know? I think it's not a good name for, like, social media. I like Twitter. Plus, I mean, they're called tweets, you know? When you post something, it's a tweet. It's a good 45-minute zone. Looks like we've been rejecting it a couple of times. We have chopped on it for a couple hours here. So, I mean, if it was a regular trading day, I wouldn't even look at this zone. But in today's case, I'll just keep it on. It's not like I'm actually be trying. Yeah, plus, I don't think US 30 is going to have like a decent open. I think it's going to be very, very slow. So I'll mostly be looking at NASDAQ, which is already going down. It's far away from VWAP, which is really good. And it looks like London highs are still there to take. So I could see the market tapping into this 45-minute demand zone and literally just coming right back up from there. Maybe back up to VWAP or to London highs. If it does do that move, I think it would take a while. I don't think it's going to take like, 5-10 minutes like it usually does. I think it would take a couple hours for like full TP to hit there. Do I trade gold? No, I don't. I always look at gold because I do like how support and resistance are on gold, but I don't really trade it. I mainly trade NASDAQ. and US 30. I mean, Nasdaq looks like it's moving pretty good so far. So far. Well, I guess the good thing for this week is that there's really not any crazy high impact news. So I could see the price action being way better than what it was last week. There's also not any like very important earnings coming out, which is kind of good because then the market doesn't have to really wait for any big news. So I feel like it shouldn't be too choppy this week. Let's see how big this move is. Yeah, see, like this candle looks insane, but it's only 35 points, um, which is pretty small, compared to a real day. We'll see how big the opening range is, though. Another thing I was looking at was just like this small trend that we had here, this small uptrend. Where is it? Boom. I mean, we already broke past it, so we'll see if it's a fake out or like an actual breakout. I doubt it's gonna be a real fake out. Or sorry, I doubt it's gonna be a real breakout. Again, because it's like a bank holiday and there's most likely not gonna be really good price action. But I think if it does continue to break down, I could see it going down to the 600s eventually. We'll see though. Usually I mark out support and resistance, but I don't gotta do that. I'm not actually gonna trade. I just want to see the opening. We got 15 more minutes. Jeez. Yeah, we tapped this 45-minute demand zone here, so we'll see if it bounces off of here. It's already kind of breaking structure on the 1 minute time frame. Trying to think if I should do like Tradeify's select accounts or straight to funded accounts. I like their straight to funded accounts because it's just like you don't really have to stress about the eval stage. Then again, the risk to reward ratio is like not as good as the select accounts. So we'll see. I think the only bad thing about the select accounts is just the eval, you know? Do I still have my Apex accounts? Yeah, yeah. I was watching a lot of your psychology videos this weekend. Your videos remind me of Doyle's car combos. I'm not surprised. I mean, I watched Doyle a lot, for sure. Like, I think my mindset wouldn't be as good if it weren't for Doyle. Because he's such like a slow and steady type of guy. And I like that. Because I feel like when you think like that, it's more like secure. It's less stressful as well. But yeah, I have the Apex accounts. I did want to check how much drawdown I have. I think I have 1800 to 1900. Let's see. What's his channel name? Doyle Exchange, I think. Or just search up Doyle Trades. I mean, he's the only Doyle in the trading space. Oh, I have to change US 30. Ooh, maybe I should not have done that. I'm definitely on the wrong US 30. But yeah, I have 1900 to 1600 left in drawdown. It's not much, but again, I think if I take it slow, it'll be easier for me to get the second payout. Just taking it slow, just taking it slow. Obviously, keeping risk small as well. I think what I really want to focus on is just like if I have a losing day, to try my best to keep it small, which is hard to do because I feel like once I take that first loss, like I kind of always look for a second trade. And then if I lose that trade, then it's just like, yeah, I'm done. It also just depends on if the markets are in my favor this week. I think if the markets are in my favor this week, that second 40K payout is mine. Like, there's no doubt about it. I really just need like one good winning streak, maybe 3 to 5 good winners, and like I'll be set. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. Then again, it's also like I gotta be on top of my game. I gotta stay focused on like the A plus setup, which I'm doing. Definitely not gonna trade today. Cause I just know, even if I would catch a winning trade, it wouldn't be like an actual A plus setup. It'd just be me waiting for money. Is a 10-point stop loss too tight? I think a 10-point stop loss is too tight when it's really volatile. Let's see what 10 points is. 40 ticks. Okay, I mean, I do think it's tight, but it works. Sometimes for sure it works. But I think if it's like really, really volatile, you can be right on the trade and like get wicked out. That's when I think it's too tight. Also, with this type of stop loss, like you need very good entries, which is definitely possible, but your entries have to be consistent, you know? So no trading today. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade. I think if you trade, like, you should trade a eval or something. Because if you trade a funded, you're trading because you want money. Okay, if you trade that account and you lose, you're still gonna want money. So then you're gonna keep trading, and you're gonna start over trading with horrible market conditions. It happens. It happens. I've been the trader that tried trading during holidays. When it worked, it worked, but when it didn't, it was bad. Like, I'd be trading there for hours waiting for a move. Doyle's definitely that guy I've been following since before he moved to Florida. Same. That's what I also like about Doyle is like you can go back a couple years and see like how he was, how much he's grown as a trader. I mean, as a person too. Like you can see his whole journey. That's what I really like about him. I can't believe gold and silver are like really banned and restricted on prop firms now. I think this because of social media. If it wasn't for like social media, I think not much people would have traded that crazy with silver and gold. Because that's the only way like a lot of people started doing it. They saw other people making crazy profits with silver and they were like, yeah, I gotta full port this. Prop firms make money on failure. They do. They definitely do. Which is why you have to do what most people don't. That's how you're like in the top 1%. You just do things most people won't, which is mostly wait. Wait, proper risk management, not chase money as much. Do you think it's worth trading today? Nah, not really. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I think if you take a trade today, like, it won't be high probability. I'm on my first 50K Express, up 500 right now. Nice. I'd call it a day. Especially for today. I'd call it a day right there. Hope I can get that payout. You will. Just take it slow. Especially since it's your first Express account. You definitely don't want to lose it. If you lose it because you like tilted or you over traded, you'll regret it, you know? It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. There were massive profits in Sim Silver that hit prop firms hard. Yeah, crazy. Especially prop firms that didn't have like a capped payout. Or with Top Step. Top Step, I just feel like people were rinsing it like crazy. Especially with silver. Yeah, they were making crazy profits on silver. And it's like with silver, it was like you could tell it's profits that you could only get from like full porting the account. Cause if you look at silver and the contracts on it, they're they're something else. Like on silver, if you place a trade and let's just say you're doing one contract and you want to risk 1,000, if it's on silver, your stop loss is gonna be like this, and that's gonna be your $1,000 risk. Like no joke, that's how silver is. It's like quick profit or quick loss. And then with one micro is like the same thing. It's still insane. You can make crazy money with just one micro with silver. How much risk are you willing to take to pass? It depends. Like sometimes I take evals slow, but I'd mostly take evals fast. So I'd risk like 500 on a trade on a 50K count, which is pretty heavy risk. But you gotta keep in mind, like I wait for the trade. It's not like a random agent session trade. The only firms that will survive long term are the ones with strict consistency rules and that actually move traders to live to pay the sim profits. Yeah. That's why I think Apex has been around for a while. They have strict rules. And if you follow the strict rules, you'll get paid. But like the strict rules aren't even that strict. The strict rules make sense. They're literally there to keep you consistent. Most of them. Most of them. Are all props not allowing trading of gold and silver? I think some prop firms are still allowing it, but if they are allowing it, like they restricted it. And if a prop firm hasn't had any restrictions on it, I think eventually they're gonna have restrictions on it, cause it's just like people are making crazy profits with silver, especially. What do I think about the changes to Top Step? I don't know. I love Top Step payout rules, but it's them as a company that's like just something's up with them. I don't know, and it's just not good. Okay, here's the opening. 9:30, I think. Never mind, never mind. That is one more minute, one more minute. Yeah, 50 seconds. This looks bearish. We'll see how this 5 minute closes. If it was a regular day and this 5 minute closes below 768, I'd expect a bearish opening. But if it closes above 768 with like a nasty wick down here, I think it'll go up. Would I take the trade on a funded account? No. No, I wouldn't. I don't know, like Top Subs, they've been doing weird stuff for months, and like now they're really showing their true colors. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of things like with the CEO. Oh, it looks like it's gonna have a bullish close. Oh, maybe not. It closed below the 50% line. Usually I'd expect it to go lower, but we'll see. Yeah, usually this would be my trade here. If it comes up to this area and rejects it, then comes back down, usually I would go short. Again, if it was a regular day, today for me, that's definitely like a low probability day. Okay, I'd be in this short now. Let's see if I would win the trade. Stop loss, I mean, I would keep the stop loss tight. That way the take profit could be tight as well. We'll see. I mean, honestly, I'll probably get chopped up on this fake trade. But I like where the stop loss would be. I think if it gets above 772, then it could easily reverse and then come back up to this VWAP. But I mean, it's been going down like crazy. Not that crazy. It just looks crazy. But when you measure it, it's not like that crazy of a move. Yeah, I wonder. The thing about Apex is like they want real traders, but I've never heard of a trader moving to a live account with Apex. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of that. So it's like they don't really have live traders. They make all their money from people that lose. Alright, I think if I had a tight stop loss, definitely would have gotten stopped out on this. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, unless I had the stop loss here, but that would have been too wide. Yeah, this is why I'm not trading today. Like it's not in my favor, especially as a breakout trader. It's definitely, I feel like you'll see more of a reverse. I think the top step rules are needed to keep the firm. Yeah, for sure. Especially the metal stuff, because people are definitely rinsing them. And like, Top Step isn't like Apex, where like if you make a lot of money with Apex, you'll get banned. Top Step isn't like that. You'll only get banned if like you do some weird stuff. You know. Maybe if like you're trying to actually rinse the prop firm, then I think you'll get an email. You can get banned on Top Step for a lot of things though. You can get banned if you trade as a minor. I know I've heard a lot of that, which is insane. I feel like if I wasn't 18, I was trading and I got a payout, like I'd tell my parents, can you make this your account so I don't get banned? Another reason you could get banned, you could do a chargeback, you'll get banned. I feel like there's other reasons too that I've heard. Have you thought about picking up 20 more Apex evals in reserve in case you get eval banned after the next payout? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. But I'm like also waiting for their 90% sale. That's like the only time I buy Apex. Which they do pretty frequently, so we'll see when's the next 90% sale. Okay, this is the first 5-minute candle, and it is 30 points, which is pretty small. So it's definitely low volume, not a surprise. We'll see how the first 15 minutes are. So far, I think it still does look bearish. I think it could go down to 714. But again, I also do think it'll chop on its way down there, like it's been doing for a while. So we'll see. I mean, another thing I'm seeing is just like these candles are struggling to close below the zone. It's crazy. It was better to trade before market open than the actual market open itself. Ooh, that's tough. A lot of people probably saw this drop and they were like, oh yeah, this is about to be a crazy open. But it's not. Definitely not. I think, yeah, if you place a trade like, I just have a way wider stop. Like, swing this. I think all the prop firms lose money from their live account program. That's why that's why Apex just bans you instead of putting live. Damn. That's not surprising. I definitely know a lot of people that have gone live and they blow the account on purpose. I know a couple. But it's just like people, prop firms don't make going live look attractive. It's just like if you go live, like, damn, you got a lot of restrictions. Oh yeah, this is good. It actually went down. Nice. I think it could go down to 714. Let's see if it actually hits. I don't know. If I took this trade, I would have gotten chopped up. I mean, it would have been like, maybe not. So I know my stop loss would have been 100 ticks. But then I also would have been like, oh, let me have it tight, da da da. Also, if I had a wide stop loss, my TP would be down here at the 700s, which could hit. I just think it'd take a while. If Apex bans you, will you come back to Top Step, or you have another prop firm in mind? I have prop firm accounts. Like right now, I have I think it's 2 fundeds with Top Step. I just haven't activated the accounts. But I think once I'll get like back in the groove of things, most likely this week, then I'll trade the Top Step accounts. Damn, that's a nasty wick. Is today half day? Yeah. Half day. That reminds me of school. Let's see how this 5 minute closes. How did Jade win 2.5 million with Apex? He got 5 payouts on 20 accounts, and then on his 6th payout, the 6th payout is uncapped. So I think he had like, let's do the math. He had a crazy amount of profit in his 20 accounts. Divided by 20. He had around 125,000 in profit in his accounts. And then he just took out 100% of his profits, and that's how it's 2.5 million, which is crazy. Crazy. I thought about it and I was like, let's see what $1 million payout would be. And it's 50,000 per account, which is definitely possible. But you definitely need to size up in order to hit those numbers. And for me, like, I'm really only focused on doing like the bare minimum for the payouts, since they're capped. Maybe on the last one, like, I would size up to try to get the 6 payouts to be like bigger than usual. But let's just say I wanted 100,000 payout. 100,000 divided by 20. I would only need $5,000 of profit in each account to get 100k payout, and that would be crazy. I think if I get 100k payout, boom, 50% to taxes, the rest of the 50k, I'd put like a good chunk of it in a live account and just trade heavy and slow, like Doyle. That'd be like, then from there I feel like I'd be set for a while, because then it's like I would just need, like, percentage wise, I wouldn't need that much profit from the account to like have a really good month. If you get 5 payouts of 40k, you can risk taking your time on the 6 payout. Yeah, for sure. I mean, at that point, by the 6 payout, like, the return on investment would already be crazy. You're on a trade now. This is just a trade idea. We'll see if it actually hits, though. I think if it does hit, it'll take a while. The dogs are going crazy. Honestly, I'm very impressed with today's market. Oh, look at that. It's about to hit the 715 area. I'll be very impressed if it stays below the 700s. If it gets on here and we get lower than that, I'll be impressed. Especially for a bank holiday. I mean, that's a interesting move. Let's see how big the opening range is. The opening range is, I mean, it's small, but it's a good move. Yeah, that's TP right there. That's 715. Realistically, though, if I was in this trade, my 1-to-1 would have been down here at 704. We'll see, though. I think this would be a good area for it to bounce. I'm not trading today. This is a trade idea. Definitely not trading today because, like I said, I want to be very, very picky with the next trade. I think also traders who get moved to live accounts are usually not really profitable for the long term. They just got hot streak and still have not gone through big drawdowns. Yeah. Also, like trading live account is probably way different environment with a prop firm. I mean, you're also just more restricted, so you probably really can't trade how you were trading, with like multiple accounts. What's my bias on US 30? I don't know. I wasn't looking at US 30. Let's see. Yeah, oh, this is gold. What is it? Oh, yeah. I didn't create a bias for US 30, but it does look like it just rejected this 45-minute supply zone. Yo, what are the dogs barking at? It's probably like the smallest squirrel. Oh my gosh, that's TP2. Let's see if it bounces from this area. Oh, that was also the 15-minute opening range. Now I'm thinking if it stays below this 50% line here, which is at 697, I think it'll be a bearish day. It'll be something like this. If we bounce off of here, it'd be something like this, like very choppy on our way up. So that was a 15 minutes right there. I usually think on a holiday, especially, get your move and like the rest, if you're gonna hold it, it'll be a move for the rest of the day. Honestly, I'm very impressed with today's opening. I didn't think it was gonna be this good. It's usually not this good, like actually. So some news must have came out or something. This is a nasty move for a bank holiday. What dogs do you have? 4 German Shepherds. Which one of them is my brother, but we're taking care of the dog. So we have 4 German Shepherds and then a Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua's the leader. So, yo, the Chihuahua is crazy. He actually fights the German Shepherd. It's just one of the German Shepherds that, like, I don't know why, they just fight all the time. It's funny. But yeah, they get along well. Like, the Chihuahua and the German Shepherds, but it took a while. It was like 6 months of like, we had to keep them separated because the Chihuahua was just going crazy. He did not care. Like, he's actually all bark, no bite, like, and he doesn't care. How long have you been trading? I would say consistently, I've been trading for 2 years, like showing up every single day, maybe more actually, maybe 2 to 3, like showing up every single day, except on the weekends. But it's like even most weekends, like I still look at the charts, especially if like I'm at a party or something, like a family party, or like I'm just bored. I'll look at the charts on my phone. Like, I don't think I've skipped a day where I really don't look at the charts. Maybe unless if I'm on vacation. But it's just looking. looking, not like actually trading. Oh, it looks like it's bouncing off of this area here. I said it was a good area for it to bounce. If it does actually bounce, again, I think it'll be like a very choppy ride up. I mean, but I'm not gonna lie, it's moving pretty good. I didn't think today was gonna be decent. I thought it was gonna be very horrible. But it was pretty easy to predict. How do you manage to get so many accounts by putting in your own money or using Apex sales coupons? I mean, yeah, I wait for the Apex sale and then I look at it as an investment. I'm investing in these accounts, so let me take it serious. Once I take it serious, I follow the plan, then you get a good return on investment. Not every time, right? But that's just how it is with prop firms. You really just gotta look at it as like a investment, so you take it slow. If you look at it as like, oh, like that account was just $50, let me just gamble it right here, it's not gonna work that way. The Chihuahua got short man syndrome. Yo, he does. No, he actually thinks he's a pit bull. It's funny. How would you describe your strategy? I mark out supply and demand, specifically right at New York Open. The timing is like one of the most important things that I never talk about, and it's like it's the main important thing. It's the timing. That's what matters. 9:30, I either look for a breakout or reversal from a supply and demand zone. And then that's really it right there. So far, it does look like it's bouncing from this area. Let's see. Yeah, even on the 1 minute time frame, that was a really good entry for long. It's just, yeah, it's a small move. Let's see. If I took this long, I would just target 200 points, which would just be back into the next zone. We'll see if that hits. Do you stream on a daily basis? Yeah. This year, yeah. Last year, I didn't really stream on YouTube. But honestly, my strategy is like, it's really trading from zone to zone. Right? If we break past a certain zone, I would target the next zone. Just like this trade right here. We broke past this area, which was a 45-minute demand zone. So I expected it to go to the next zone, which was another demand zone. 15-minute demand zone. Yeah, it's really the promise you guys the same thing every day. Do you backtest? I backtest mostly on a losing streak. Before, when I first started learning how to trade, like I would backtest like there was no tomorrow. It'd be like I'd finish backtesting, I'd look at a wall and I saw the charts. Like I'd be backtesting for a while. But once I kind of got an idea of how I wanted to trade, what I wanted to trade, then I stopped backtesting. I started forward testing, right? Where you trade every single day. But now it's like I don't really backtest unless I'm losing. For example, last week I was on a losing streak. I lost three days in a row, which when that happens, it's like you just lose some sort of confidence. So you have to get that confidence back. How do you get the confidence back? You look back at your past data, right? Your past trades, and just kind of get an idea of it again. So I was back testing a lot last week, more than I usually do. And then right here, we bounced off of this zone. If I gotten this long, I said I would have targeted the next zone, which is boom, this 45-minute zone here. And that would have been TP if I took that trade. Can you show how to use the... Oh my gosh, I think the dogs are fighting. And I know exactly who's barking. Please, can you show how to use the long and short measurement tool on Tradeovate? Tradeovate. I don't even know. Long and short measuring tool. Honestly, I don't even know where that is. I didn't even know they had that on Tradeovate. I mean, I know how to use it on TradingView. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know where that is. Which is insane because I use Tradeovate every day. That's just how you know. Like, I just do one thing and I do it every day. I don't look for anything else. Yeah, I have no clue where that is. I'm sorry, I can't help. I have no idea. Are you trading today? No. If I traded today, this would have been the trade. But I told myself it was low probability, which it was for me. I knew that if I got in a trade as well, like, it would take longer than usual for it to hit TP. Which, how long did this trade take? It took about 13, 15 minutes. Usually on a winner. And this isn't anything cocky. It's the data. Most of my winners are like less than 10 minutes. So this wouldn't have been like a usual TP trade here. Alright, well, honestly, I think that was it for me. Now that it did bounce off of this area, I think I said if it bounced off of this area, I think it would have been a choppy move up for the rest of the day. Another thing that could happen for the rest of the day is just something like this. This could happen as well. It wouldn't be that surprising since it's a bank holiday. Or it could just keep following this short-term trend here. I don't know. We haven't really been short for a while, so we'll see. Could also be doing that. I don't know, but I just think since it's like a bank holiday, I think what would happen is like a slow move up, which would just be the market coming back into this range here that it's been in. But we'll see. I mean, I'm done looking at the charts today. The next time I look at the charts will most likely be tomorrow morning on tomorrow's stream. And we'll see if I win or lose. We'll also see where the market is, right? Where is US 30? Okay, good. I wanted US 30 to get farther away from all-time highs, and I'm very glad we actually got it. So we'll see if we go lower or higher. I also wanted to check... Okay, damn. I wanted to check the Friday's daily candle. Because I was like, depending on how it closed, like, it might tell us if we'll bounce off of this area here or if we'll just go back down to the range. So far, it kind of looks like it's bouncing off of this area, but we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if it does actually bounce and then we just break all-time highs again. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And then I wanted to see the daily candle on NASDAQ. I wanted to see if it was going to bounce off of this area here, which is, I would say, the bottom of this huge range that we've been in for months. We've been in this area here for about, I don't even know, 120 days. That's a long time. So I wanted to see if we were going to bounce off of this area and then just basically come back up into the range eventually, or if we were going to close below this whole range here. And I think it's too early to tell. I mean, I still could see it going both ways long term. Obviously, it's NASDAQ, and like it's basically always bullish, on the bigger time frame. So I wouldn't be surprised if like we actually do bounce off of here. But I don't know. It's scary times, you know. I think there's a lot going on. There's a lot of like what do you call it? There's not enough. I don't know. Like I think everything's like unsure. I don't know how to explain it. I could see a nasty move down. Also, if you look at last year's price action, where is it? Last year, January. After that, we had a nasty move down, right, for those first couple months, and then after that was like crazy bullish. So I could see a nasty pullback happening that way towards the end of the year. We're back up. I could see that happening too. The news is jobs numbers got revised back down by a million from 170. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Would you have taken this trade if it was a regular day? Yeah. That would have been my A plus setup. If it was a regular day, yeah, the short here. Or if I missed a short, I also could have caught the long. Again, if it was a regular day, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If you're gonna keep trading, or if you did trade today, don't overtrade. Don't overtrade the slow market, honestly. Just call it a day, wait for it tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.